Alright, this is a part 2 of the chapter 5.4 about energy sources. Again, I need you to pre-read this part first as they are just very straightforward information for you. So in the last video, we have discussed this thing. This is called a turbine. It's a device that can be turned and rotate. If this turbine is connected to a generator, it can be used to generate electricity and we can get the electrical energy. And from the last video, I have briefly showed you the working principle of power station. We need a fuel to heat up the water to get moving steam to rotate to turn the turbine in order to get electricity from the generator. And in the last video, I have introduced fossil fuels to you. They are commonly used nowadays to burn to release energy to generate electricity in the power station. However, for this video, I briefly need to introduce to you some of the problems associated with the burning of fossil fuels. Now, you know that burning of the fossil fuels may have different consequences to the environment. Now, first of all, the burning of the fossil fuel, they will release different kind of harmful substances. Here are 5 examples: nitrogen oxides 氮氧化物、sulfur dioxide 二氧化硫、carbon monoxide 一氧化碳、佢兄弟 carbon dioxide 二氧化碳 and also lead 鉛。So they are the harmful substances that will cause different types of the environmental problems. Now, what are they? What are those environmental problems to these harmful substances and carbon dioxide? Now, most of the harmful substances, they are toxic to human or any organisms, any living things. Now, for human, these are some of the health problems caused by air pollution, irritating our eyes and throats, 刺激眼睛同埋個喉嚨. So sometimes if we have the in the summertime when typhoon is coming, you know that the air is not moving around. The weather becomes hot and we have accumulation of many air pollutants. 臨打風嘅時候，通常1號風球嗰陣咧，非常之翳焗。夏天嘅時候，通常呼吸冇咁暢順嘅 because the wind are not blowing the air pollutants away. Secondly, dizziness and headaches 可能會暈或者係有啲頭痛咁嘅現象嘅。Another one, this one we have some difficult words here. Respiratory disease 同呼吸系統有關嘅疾病 ，such as bronchitis 支氣管炎 and asthma 呢個係哮喘嘅。So air pollution it may cause different harmful effects to the for the human being. And also another problem is the global warming. So if we burn a lot of fossil fuel, it may intensify global warming. So maybe you have learned this in primary school or in geography. Some of the gases, we call them greenhouse gases. They can trap the heat in the atmosphere. So the sun is lighting up and heating the earth here. Some of the energy is reflected with 反射 and they may go outside the space. However, due to the presence of some greenhouse gases, some of the energy reflected may be trapped in the earth. So in general, we call this phenomenon greenhouse effect. 個現象就叫 greenhouse effect 叫溫室效應。However, if we have a lot of greenhouse effects, so it may be a problem. It may call it global warming. As we are burning fossil fuels, there are many carbon dioxide and nitrogen oxides released to the atmosphere. So we have more greenhouse gases. More heat is being trapped inside the atmosphere to make the earth warmer and warmer. So this is a very serious problem nowadays. And you know that global warming will have different kind of consequences, such as melting of the ice in the North Pole and South Poles, may call it melting of the polar ice. Of course, you know that the sea level increase may cause flooding in coastal area, 近海嘅地方可能會 flooding. And also global warming will change the climate pattern， 可能會對個氣候嘅嗰啲嘅pattern 會有一啲嘅改變啦，等等等等。So I'm not going to discuss it in detail as this is just an extension part for integrated science. You will learn this in more detail in Form 2 when we study about air pollution. But actually, they're just repeating again and again from different subjects. So I need you to read this part by yourself. Lastly, exit ring, 酸雨. Some of the gases, when they dissolve in rainwater, they form exit, such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides. So the ring becomes acidic. 啲雨水變咗酸性的話 it may cause different types of problem. You learn this in Form 2 in detail. So making the fish, killing the fish, or damaging the trees, plants, and buildings, and so on. So this is a very short summary of the problems associated with the use of fossil fuels. One of them, if we truly rely on fossil fuels, they are limited, they are non-renewable, they will be eventually used up. We need to find another type of energy sources. And also, burning of the fossil fuel, they will cause serious environmental problems. What are they? Air pollution, exit ring, and global warming. At least these 3 types. Alright, so we'll stop here for this video.